90%, that's just how much cost the government will have to shell out to veteran prosecutor Grant-Bethell, who, if you recall, initiated judicial review proceedings soon after being overlooked for the post of Director of Public Prosecutions. In his 11-page judgment this morning, Senior Supreme Court Justice John Isaacs ruled that the Judicial and Legal Services Commission failed to treat Mrs. Grant-Bethell fairly while being interviewed for the top post. Now, he also noted that it was wrong for the JLSC to move Grant-Bethell from the post of Deputy DPP and appoint her Deputy Law Reform and Revision Commissioner. Justice Isaacs went on to reference submissions from the JLSC's attorney, Thomas Evans QC, who has maintained that the judge should consider if monies had to be paid from the commission, they would have to come from the Treasury. Well, while Justice Isaacs took that into account, he determined that the JLSC should have taken this into consideration prior to the matter ending up in court. So what does 90% amount to?
You would have to go through and now tabulate the bills. You don't really track it as you go along. The net effect of it, though, is that 90% will be paid by the, let's call it the state, the whole state apparatus.
Now, as for the Attorney General, well, Mrs. Grant-Bethell has been ordered to pay 20% of his costs. Justice Isaacs did note, however, that it is unusual for the Attorney General to pursue his costs in this type of proceedings. But that decision didn't sit well with the Attorney General's attorney, Brian Sims QC, who has asked the judge to seek leave to appeal the matter.
We will be considering whether we wish to appeal a substantive decision. Our position on the substantive decision may well depend on their position with regard to costs.
Now, that issue will be dealt with on April 12th. For JCN News, I'm Sasha Lightbourne.